Well, boring sermons come from boring preachers. I mean, like produces like. And so if the man is just going through the motions of ministry, almost like this is a job or something, and he's not really passionate for God and passionate for the Word and passionate for sound doctrine and passionate for the truth, when he stands up in the pulpit, what's down in the well comes up in the bucket. What's down in the heart comes out of the mouth. And so, he becomes the bland leading the bland. He's just a boring person out of the pulpit, and he's a boring person in the pulpit. And he really needs to catch fire for God, and have one holy passion for God that just spills out of him as he stands up to preach. And then it becomes contagious. It's like a spreading wildfire from the pulpit to the pew. He's not excited about the truth. He's not excited about the impact of what he's learned himself. If he was really in the Word and pouring himself into the Word, mastering the Word, and the Word was mastering him, he could not help but be passionate as he stands up to preach. And I would say most boring preachers are not preaching verse by verse through books in the Bible. They're just bouncing all over the place, preaching topical messages from different texts of Scripture. There are some men who preach sequentially who are boring, but I think they're more the exception and not the rule, because there is a joy of discovery. As you're preaching through a book, you're always moving on to the next passage, and it's just different than if you're all over the map, preaching from different passages. And really, it allows you to remain, I think, shallow for the most part. It forces you to go deeper into the Word if you're preaching sequentially through books in the Bible, and really having to make this next literary unit sit up and walk. These next verses may not be your favorite verses in the world, but there they are, and this is Sunday, and you're going to have to pour yourself into this to elevate this, and to really be impacted by it. So that's just my thought on that. And also, I don't think everyone in pulpits are called by God to preach. And some of the boring preachers are men who should have never been in the pulpit to begin with. They should be selling used cars or something else. And so they're doing something they're not even equipped to do. They're like a bird trying to fly without wings. So I think that's another facet.